Welcome back to Sawn-Off's Gun Tips. Now, usually I'm talking about things that I already own or things I'm very familiar with, but I'm talking today about something that's new to me. May not be new to you. It's this stuff here. Get it on the other camera, there we are. It's called Microlon Gun Juice. What it's supposed to do is for rifles, not for shotguns. What it's supposed to do is it's a dry lubricant that you're supposed to apply very carefully by shooting the gun, swabbing out the bore, shooting the gun, swabbing out the bore, at least 10 times, they say. And by doing that, the heat and the pressure and everything else will allow this stuff to penetrate into the metal. Once you've done that, it says here that it increases muzzle velocity, improves accuracy and consistency, and prevents rust and corrosion. And it says you can use it instead of oil. Well, we shall see. So what I'm going to do, let me just read the side here. Reduces fouling, smooths operation of all moving parts, and reduces wear from friction. So I guess you could use it on a shotgun as well, just as well. What you get in the pack? What you get in the pack is you get a little bottle like this. There it is. That's the stuff. Which you have to make sure, if it's been in storage a long time, make sure you shake it right up, because apparently the good stuff in there settles out. And the other thing, you get a sheet of instructions. Okay, and it tells you how to use it on revolvers, semi-automatics, rifles and shotguns. That's just sort of general lubrication, but the real meat and potatoes of it is general application and instruction for all firearms. Let's see if I can put that on the mini cam. Let's see if you can see that. Can you see that? General instructions. Gives you illustrations as well. Makes it real easy to do. Well, the idea is you clean your gun thoroughly first, then you apply this stuff by, as I said before, you wet a swab, pass it through the barrel, clean barrel, you fire a shot through it, and then you repeat the process. Swab through, fire a shot, swab through, fire a shot, swab, until you've done it at least 10 times. By that time they reckon that the heat and the pressure and everything will have made this stuff take to the metal in your barrel. Well, we're going to do exactly that, and in order to do that I'm going to use my rifle, which is this one here, which is straightforward and shoots 14-17, 14-inch barrel, 2.2 long rifle, 5-shot. I'm using 5-shot mags in it anyway. 5-shot mag, 5-shot mag. By the way, it is empty, in case you're wondering. Yeah, there's no magazine in there, there's nothing in the bore, and the bolt's out. So let's go outside and start the test. Okay, so now I'm going to fire 2 5-shot groups with a clean gun, untreated. Okay, so there we go. I won't keep the camera running the whole time, I'll just fast forward through this bit. Okay. Now I'm going to shoot the target immediately below. Okay, that's that part of the test dealt with. And by the way, this Anschutz is a lovely gun, but it doesn't eject very nicely underneath a scope. It doesn't always kick the cases clear, but that's a minor point. So now I'm going to go through the procedure of cleaning the gun and then starting to swab it out with this Microlon Gun Juice, and then we'll start the real test. Okay, see you in a minute. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my pull through as the tool to put the Microlon into the bore. So there's no reason why I shouldn't do that. This makes quite a nice patch actually. So make sure it's thoroughly shaken up like that first. Right. And then I'm just going to dip this in there like this. And it'll go in. There it is. There we are. And it soak up all that goodness in there. Alright, now this is the tricky bit. I have to do this without spilling the bottle. Okay, so here we go. Take this thing out. Okay, now what I've done is I've used my barrel weasel here, which is a very, very good product, by the way, if you don't already know it, to introduce the gun juice into the barrel. I've just soaked the end of it in the gun juice and then just pulled it through as a straight pull through. The last part is this piece here. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually a loop. Very, very useful, and that's just carried the gun juice into the clean barrel. Now I'm just going to shoot a series of 10 shots and reintroduce the gun juice in between each shot. So I'm just going to quickly do that. I'm not going to shoot at anything in particular. I'm just going to shoot into my backstop, and then after that let's shoot some test groups to see whether there's any difference between now and before I did the coating. So let's see what happens. So let's put it in. Magazine. Safety catch. It's on. Okay. Okay. That's the last shot fired. So we've fired 10 rounds through the gun and we've swabbed the bore liberally with the gun juice in between each shot. Now in fact I've managed to use up nearly half the bottle in doing that exercise. So there's something to think about. Maybe I've been going around it the wrong way by using this bore snake, but it really was the most convenient thing I had. I have to warn you, when you use this stuff it goes everywhere. It really does. It just, everything you touch is suddenly coated in it. It's just, it runs freely. I suppose that's part of what it does. Anywho, done all that. So what I'm now going to do, in, shall we say, shortened time from your point of view, I am going to shoot 10 shots at the target. Now the gun's completely set up with gun juice. Okay, that's the last shot of my two 5-shot groups, so we can compare them to before we put in the gun juice, and I can also tell you some of my other impressions about it. So we'll go back into the house.